Hi everyone! So now we're going to go through what you have for writing today. And this one's pretty cool because you get to do some research on an extreme sport. So the first task that you've got to do is choose an extreme sport. So you can either Google extreme sport list. You might have one in your head that you already know of. I know that there's dirt bike riding, there's motocross. I chose skateboarding for mine. So what I would suggest you do first is, after you've done that, you've chosen, create a mind map to help you collect notes and information before you just start, because you don't want to just go into writing a brochure because you haven't done anything yet. You haven't learned anything about it. So it's going to be very hard to put a brochure together when you don't have any information. So researching your information is the next step, and you might like to use the same headings that I use in my mind map. You might like to come up with some extras of your own, totally up to you. So this is my quick mind map here. Once again, I haven't filled in all of the sections and I haven't gone into huge detail because I just did it quickly so that I could do this video for you and get this uploaded. So what I did is I put my sport, my extreme sport in the middle, my topic, skateboarding, and then I have drawn my lines, my arms out, and I've got my sub-topic for each, or my sub-heading for each paragraph or each section of my brochure that I'm going to do. So I've done, I can't read backwards, so I'm going to read it this way. So I did gear and equipment that's needed for the sport. I did different tricks that you can do in the sport. I did how to, so you could do a little like how to ride a skateboard or how to start riding a skateboard. Famous athletes within the sport and the history of it and how it started. So what I did was I jotted down a few short points under my subheadings, and then when I'm writing my brochure, I'm going to expand on those. So I've just done some note taking here. I haven't written out huge chunks of information. I've just taken brief notes because then when I do my brochure, it's going to be in my own words. It's not going to be copy and pasted from the internet because we know that that's plagiarizing and we know that we don't steal somebody else's work. We want it to be our own. So here I've got started in 1959 when surfing became popular, sidewalk surfing when no waves, 1963, Makaha formed professional team. So from that, they're just little short notes that aren't really even complete sentences. So they might not make sense to you, but they make sense to me. So from that, I would write, skateboarding first began in 1959 when surfing had become really popular around the world. It was called sidewalk surfing for when there was no waves in the surf. In 1963, Makaha formed the very first professional skateboarding team. And then I've only written 3 points there. There was so much more I could have written, and I would write more and more because there was lots of great other things to do with the history of skateboarding. The same with gear. I've only done the skateboard here, but there's lots of other gear that you need with skateboarding as an extreme sport. So I've written skateboard, 81 centimeters by 23 centimeters. It includes the deck, trucks, and wheels. The decks originally were wood, now plastic, aluminium, or fiberglass. So I would again expand on that in my brochure. And I would have a lot of other different equipment included in that as well. You could even draw an annotated picture of a skateboard and have that information included in the annotations. That would be a great way of including it. I've included some tricks and then an explanation of what each trick is. And I haven't done the how-to yet. And I've only just started writing about the famous athletes. So my first one obviously is going to be Tony Hawk, but there's lots of other really great extreme skateboarders as well to go through. So that's your first step, is to collect your information in a mind map like that in note-taking form. Then when I'm done, I'll get a new blank piece of paper, pretend this is blank, and I'm going to fold it this way so it actually looks blank. And I'm going to fold it, so I just fold it in, and I'm going to fold it like that, like a brochure. Just fold, and there we go. So just pretend that's all blank. On the front, I would put a picture here, and then I would write something really catchy to get somebody to pick up this brochure. It might be super skilled skateboarding, something like that, or the best extreme sport in the world, something to get the audience going, oh, I want to know about that. So that's your front cover. And then on the inside, you'd have your subheading. So my first subheading might be tricks, or my first subheading might be history, or how it started, and then I'd have my information. Then I'd do another subheading, equipment and gear needed, and then I'd do my information under, and you'll do that for the rest of it. Make sure that you have included some annotated images. Make sure you have subheadings so that people can quickly and easily find the information. And make sure you edit. It's so important. Once you are finished, you're not finished. You need to go through and you need to reread. You need to check for spelling. You need to check for capital letters. You need to check for full stops. You need to check that you haven't missed any words. Maybe you can add some more in to make it more descriptive and exciting to read. You want to use really cool, fun language that makes the audience think, oh, I really want to go and watch this sport, or I really want to go and try this sport. So make sure you use lots of great, fun, vivid language in your brochure as well to really excite the audience. I can't wait to see your brochures. I think they're going to be amazing. You guys have done some amazing work so far in using descriptive language and in making brochures. So I'm very excited to see what you come up with for this. But make sure you don't skip that information collecting stage, because that's really important that you collect the information first, and the information is in your words and you're not just copying it straight from a website page. Alrighty, if you need any help with anything though, you know your teachers are here on Teams ready to answer any questions or help you all day. So just post something. If you're not sure about something, somebody else might have the same question, so you might be helping them by posting and asking it. Alright, good luck guys.